everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Super Bowl dreams are on the line today on the conference championship, where only one team can move on. It's the Raiders going up against the Ravens. With that, we'll send you up to Baltimore, as standing by at M&T Bank Stadium are the two men who will call the action. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Oakland Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship. And second down. Now it's third down. Can this defense rise to the challenge for the final stop? Now it's Sproles. And some room to maneuver. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time. Offense now in the red zone here, looking for a score. Let's see what they draw up.
Let's go.
They'll try and run it now with Sproles. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Darren Sproles, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score. Thing play out here. Big third down situation. Can they prevent them from getting to the marker?
Here we go.
They'll run it with Sproles. And an alley to run. And a cut to the sideline. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Jones. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at second down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Flex round. Here we go. 38.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on third down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought...
With their backs against the wall here in the red zone. Let's see how this thing plays out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Gold is able to put it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Up here. Let's see if they can hold on this next play. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, it's Bortles. That is caught at the 7. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that gets him back within a... situation coming here for the defense. Let's see what they can do to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyler Eifert, his 4th touchdown. Third down situation. What can this defense do? What will they do to try to get this to 4th down? They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run forward with Foster. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only get... Good job on first and second down. Now it's third down. Can this defense rise to the challenge for the final stop? And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Throwing Jones. He's got Evans. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have... They come out here in the eye. Play clock winding down. They'll try and punch it in with Foster. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Area. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it sticks. So a golden scoring opportunity here. Let's see what they can do now operating in the red zone. In the slot on the right is Graham. Now Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Here we go.
They run. It's Foster. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
Well, partners.
With their backs against the wall here in the red zone. Let's see how this thing plays out. Shift together here from the D-line. A first down carry now for Yeldon. So he got free at 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on third down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Yeldon, the lone running back. So second and goal here from the 9. He'll get the football here. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Bortles now on third and goal. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Gold is able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drop. This big O-line and the playmakers to take control of this game as we get down toward the end. They come out here in the I. They'll need to get the play off quickly. A first down carry for Foster. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Screen pass to Sproles. And he'll be taken down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jones keeping it on the sneak. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go.
On the run, it's Foster. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
They keep it in the hands of Foster. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Foster on second down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game.